Hello everyone, my name is Joseph. I come from Kenya. I'm Joseph Machare Githinji. I am a Focolarino. I work and live here in Uganda. With me, right on studio, I have two amazing guests who have visited us, and they're going to talk about Focolare movement. They're going to tell us more what is the Focolare movement. And before then, I want them to introduce themselves. I will begin from right. Tell us who you are, where you come from, and what you do. And then from there, she will also going to introduce herself and tell us what she's doing here and who she is. Welcome.
Thank you, Joseph. My name is Herven Zeimana. I'm a member of the Focolare movement. I am from Burundi, and I'm happy to be here to share about what is movement Focolare, and also to invite whoever wants to join us for this beautiful movement. And we shall be with you for this moment you are going to be together. Thank you.
Welcome, madam. Can you please tell us who you are and what you do here in Uganda?
Yes, Joseph. I'm Regina Mwaneki, a Kenyan, and living here in Uganda. I'm a member of the Focolare, and I hope through this program we'll be able to let you know more what it is. Thank you, and you're welcome.
Thank you so much, my guests, for joining us this today for the program Focolare Movement. And for the meanwhile, we're going to watch something little, and we talk about what it is all about. Please watch.
Si tratta da subito di un'esperienza radicalmente comunitaria, conforme a quell'unità voluta da Cristo, di cui Chiara Lubica e la sua opera si sentono chiamati a diventare i testimoni nel mondo. Ben presto la spiritualità dell'unità penetra anche tra le altre chiese e denominazioni cristiane, nel mondo ortodosso, anglicano, luterano, riformato, dando vita a quello che è stato definito l'ecumenismo del popolo. Dalla fine degli anni 70, l'incontro con le grandi tradizioni religiose dell'umanità vede Chiara ambasciatrice di pace, di dialogo e fraternità nel mondo intero. Ma anche chi non ha alcun riferimento religioso trova nello spirito dei focolari una fonte di ispirazione per la propria vita e si sente spinto a collaborare con esso per la tutela di valori universali, quali la pace, la giustizia, la libertà, la salvaguardia della natura. All'opera e al pensiero di Chiara sono stati riconosciuti il merito dell'indubbio contributo dato allo sviluppo di una cultura del dialogo e della pace. Sono piovuti così i più vari riconoscimenti, premi internazionali, dal Templeton per il progresso della religione al premio UNESCO per l'educazione alla pace, decine di cittadinanze onorarie e altrettante lauree honoris causa presso prestigiose università di tutto il mondo. Durante un viaggio in Brasile nel 1991 nasce il progetto dell'economia di comunione per offrire una risposta al dramma della povertà.
Dovrebbero sorgere delle aziende e dovrebbero essere date in mano a delle persone competenti, con dei talenti, in modo che le facciano funzionare e l'utile metterlo in comunione.
Le circa 800 aziende che in varie nazioni del mondo aderiscono al progetto dell'economia di comunione decidono liberamente di suddividere i profitti in 3 parti, destinandole in egual misura per l'aiuto di persone in difficoltà economiche, per la formazione ad una cultura del dare, per lo sviluppo dell'impresa. La spiritualità scaturita dal carisma di Chiara informa gli ambiti più vari, dalla politica alla pedagogia, dall'arte alla medicina, dall'ecologia alla comunicazione.
Thank you so much. Focolare movement. We've ever heard of Focolare movement in so many occasions, but for instance, for someone who has never heard of Focolare before, what is Focolare movement? Madam Regina.
Yes, thank you. Focolare movement, the name Focolare itself is quite strange. but I'll begin by just saying that the Focolare movement is a gospel-based ecclesial movement founded in the Catholic Church by Kera Lubik, who is now a servant of God. It was founded in 1943 in Trent, Italy, and its main aim is that one of spreading unity and universal brotherhood. It actually contributes to Jesus' prayer, "May they all be one," which is found in John chapter 17, verse 21. And the Focolare, the word Focolare itself, simply means a fireplace where we can find warmth. And in the Focolare, basically, is a place where we can find that unity that is found in the family, but not only in the family, in the society. So I think in a nutshell, that's what I can say, what is the Focolare movement.
Thank you so much.
I can also add something. It's also a lifestyle for all ages. All the people who really wants to, since we are all of us candidates for unity, this lifestyle of living in the Focolare, as she was saying, it's also an invitation for everyone to come to be part of the Focolare movement, living this gospel, this gospel, and we have been living it. We are part, and I have to mention that this Focolare movement is a lay ecclesial movement where the people can be consecrated as living in the community, women and men in the distinctments, and also the members, family, youth, can be part of the Focolare movement by living this gospel that she was saying about all may be one. Thank you.
You have talked about Kera Lubik. Who is Kera Lubik as per your statement?
Yes, thank you, Joseph. So Kera Lubik was a young Italian lady, a teacher, an author, but also the founder of the Focolare movement. She was born in January 22nd, 1920 in Trent, and went to the other life on 14th March 2008 in Rocandipapa. And through all that life, she worked so hard together with her companions and others to promote the charism of unity, to bring about the universal brotherhood. And being a young person, she had many dreams. And during her life, and now that she's not even alive, she continues to see her dreams come true day by day. She was a lay consecrated woman. She was the first one to be a lay consecrated woman in the Focolare movement. And as the time went by, the other young girls followed her, and later on, young men, and later on, married people who take promises. So that's why my brother before was talking about the communities of lay consecrated women and men that are found in different countries. And she was the first person that really began this life. So that's what I can say about Kera Lubik.
Thank you so much. And for someone who maybe wouldn't understand who are lay people, there are these common questions people ask. Lay people, do you have identities? Are you priests? Are you nuns? Who are lay people in a common language person to a person who don't understand?
In the Focolare communities, we are lay people or consecrated. Consecrated because we feel that God has called us to follow what Kiara Lubick saw in the period where she felt that God was calling her to bring a new charism in this world. And she said, if really from this gospel we can live truly, concrete, in a radical way, we can bring many to God. And we have to feel that call. And that call, when it is authentic, we feel, and then we approach that we feel that God is calling us, we join. So that's why, and then after there is also a formation we are doing. After we have done that formation, we go now to live in our communities where we were sent. We presented ourselves that we are coming from different countries. And our communities, we are living in different countries, nationalities. And this beautiful diversity of culture where we are coming from, it brings a way of living. That diversity is not a utopia, is a reality, this lifestyle which we are mentioning. So this brings now to say that when we are living this gospel, we put in concrete in practice what we have taught in the charism of the Focolare movement, by following the brotherhood, by following also our tools which can be art of loving, and also other members can join also other members of different realities, churches, and also confessions. And all those we are joined by living what can be said the gospel. This is what I can share. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You've talked about so many things, explaining what is the Focolare movement, how you live your people, the consecrated men and women in the Focolare movement. But the question is, how are your day-to-day life activities? What do you do? And for you to help you live in the Focolare movement, is it easy, what would you tell us?
Yes, I thank you, Mr. Joseph. So also before we go to the daily activities that we do, let me just go back a little bit on the Focolare and the Focolare. These are the lay consecrated men. So in the Focolare, these consecrated men and women, they are not called sisters or brothers. They are called Focolare. But commonly we would be called just by our names. We don't have big titles attached to our names. And as I was asking, you're lay, how do we identify you? You see us here, we are dressed like any other person, woman or man in this country. So the uniform that we wear is the smile. Many times if you find one of us or a Focoladino somewhere, you can identify them with the smile. But where does this smile come from? It comes from the life lived, life that is inspired by the gospel. So part of the uniform is that daily commitment to live the word of God, and this word of God transforms us, and that's why you can see we smile notwithstanding whatever it's happening. Then we also take vows, the vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. And when we take these vows, at the last moment, when we make the final vows or the final professions, and we call them, we receive a golden chain. But a golden chain, I don't have it here for you to see, a golden chain without Jesus on it on the cross. It's just a cross without Jesus. So another identity for us is that cross, that Jesus that is missing our cross, our daily life has to reflect Jesus who is crucified, but who also rises up to bring the new life wherever we are. So this is maybe some of the things. Then the dressing, we dress like the men and the women of the country that we are. So you don't be surprised to see us tomorrow wearing a Baganda dress, another time an Acholi dress. So we dress but with modesty. If tomorrow I go to India, I'll dress like an Indian woman, or they will dress like an Indian gentleman. That is for us to make ourselves one with the Jesus that we are going to meet, or the Jesus that we have in front of us. Now, going back to the question of the daily activities that we do here, we are here on a mission. And our mission is that of contributing to building a united world. A united world that has many colors, but also that calls for many things. So one of the main activities that we do is the conversion of souls, contributing to the formation of the human race, that they know Jesus, that they know God, they put it into practice, so they can be, another Christ. So in this one, we have various activities that we do. We have monthly formation for all the members of the Focolare across the country, where we form them to know the gospel, but not only knowing the gospel, putting it into practice. But remember, our charism is that of unity. So also there is that moment of communion. What are the fruits of having put the gospel into practice? So that is one of the activities that we carry on. And how do we carry it on? We forgot to say that here in Uganda, we are also in many parts in the country. So in each of these small places, like for here in Kampala, we have Gulu, we have Namugongo, we have Rukujiri, Ibanda, Masaka, various places. We have small communities of members. And these members, in order to read that word of God put into practice, they gather once a month. So reading the gospel, and they come back also to share the fruits of the gospel put into practice. So this is one of the activity, and I maybe now call my brother to say some other activities that we do carry on.
Thank you, Regina. The other activities which we are having is especially for the youth. The youth, we have to emphasize how we can give the value from the gospel. This is a special moment where, when we gather with them, we give them the spirituality, but linked to their ages, because we deal with from the teens, even the youngest, up to the age of the adults. And after we have shared, so now we give them, we introduce, and then we invited them by attracting to live the radical way this gospel, because this is where it helps them to grow as men and women by living the gospel. We have also a moment of sharing what we call a word of life. The word of life is a phrase from the gospel, from the Holy Scriptures, where monthly we share through our Radio Maria broadcasting, by giving what Chiara wanted to share from her charisma, so that from that we invite people to live. That's, she was saying that we have these communities, because these communities were born from this word of life, this gospel. Among them, we have also the dialogues. These dialogues, it is most important, because since we are born from the church, we have to give back to what the church has given us. And it is beautiful, because as lay consecrated, Chiara called us as pillars, because we have to expand this charisma by our way of living. So these dialogues, they are dialogues within the church, within the church. They are also with the other religions, we have also other traditions, because everyone is a candidate of this unity, which Kiala taught, which Kiala felt that we cannot leave everyone, because whoever we meet, he is also a face of Jesus. That's Jesus who, every time when we see, maybe we avoid, maybe we are passing. But for us, we say, God has helped us to see that neighbor as myself. This is what we are saying, we are living, and we cannot do as individual. We have also this collective way of living, because from our communities, we learned also to overcome what gives us as limits, and to see what Jesus taught us, so that putting in concrete, in practice, we see the beauty of that. That's why we are in different up countries mentioned before. And another thing special is we cannot stop saying about the Focolare, but we just we feel like by inviting you in our different communities, different moments we are having monthly, or this like coming activity we are having for the youth, you come to be in touch for how we are living, how we are, and who we are. Thank you.
Dear viewers, we call off a break. We'll be right back after the break. We have a lot of more things to discuss with you. Thank you. Dear viewers, we welcome you back, and thank you for staying tuned. You're still on Uctv, Uganda Catholic Television. Good news for all. I welcome back our visitors today, and we're going to elaborate more of the activities you have in the Focolare movement. Would you like to tell us more of the activities you have in the Focolare movement?
Yes, in addition to what you have said so far, we also have formation for the families, and we call them new families. That newness is that newness that is brought by the gospel put into practice. So also in the family, they try to put the gospel into practice. So this is done periodically throughout the country and in different moments, in different places. Actually, just to bring the point home, on the 17th of May, there will be a retreat in Kampala for the families, and all couples are welcomed. If you need more details, we can send to you through the contacts that we shall give at the end. But all my families are welcomed, and the title will be Making Marriage Work for Us. They are wonderful subtitles from parenting, financial management. I don't want to tell you all the topics. Other programs that we do also is that we do have Focolare movement clubs in many schools in this country. And so these clubs try also to meet every week as stipulated by the schools, and they also try to see as students how can they put the gospel into practice. And it's wonderful. You go in some schools, you find that they have even a place written the Focolare. They do things like maybe cleaning the school, that is contributing to keeping a clean environment, caring for the environment, and so on and so forth. They participate in the choir activities, singing in the church, and so on. But more basically, I go back to what I said, our main apostolate is that one of contributing to the change, the salvation of the people. Then the concrete activities come after that. We do also do activity in the formation of the seminarians from different seminaries, that they also have the Focolare clubs in them. Once in a while, they come to Kampala, to the center at Namugongo, for their yearly formation. And this goes also for the formation for the priests from different dioceses that are members or admirers of the Focolare. They also do come for their formation, as well as religious men and women. And actually next month, we will be having a formation for the young religious men and women, which will be in Nairobi. So there are many activities that we do carry on. We also have activities for teachers, activities for economists, activities for people in the world of mathematics and many other fields. So it's a place in essence to say that the activities that are carried on, they're activities that really each and every person can do. And I remember also not very far, I think last year we also participated in the activities of the PMC in the Archdiocese of Kampala, where we talked about sport for peace. We did activities of how we can use sport to bring peace in the world. And there are many more. And I think with time, you will get to know other activities that we do.
Thank you so much for such a brief elaboration. And I would like to ask, I better understand that there is an event, there is a forthcoming event that you're preparing and you're all looking forward for. And I would like to know, when will be this event, where will it be, and what is about this event?
Thank you so much, Joseph. This event is a big event to celebrate this life which we have been living here in Uganda over 60 years. So we are going to call it Diamond Jubilee. We want to celebrate it as to bring to witness what we have been doing, we mentioned above. And also this is an event where the venue will be at Namugongo, the date Namugongo Catholic Shrine. The date will be 11th October this year, 2025. You are welcome, all of you. We welcome, and for further information and more information, we shall be keeping using the Radio Maria, where every Friday we are having a program. We shall be giving some updates. So this Diamond Jubilee, why are we celebrating? Because we want to share, to witness. First of all, to celebrate as a journey, because we've been journeying with many. Some they have passed on, others they are still, and we want to attract many, especially the young. We want to make it a big impact. An impact by promoting this unity which we have been sharing. We talked about it. Because to bring people from diverse churches on groups across the country, it is not easy. We want to witness it. To raise this awareness so that for the Focolare movement, it has the mission. This all may be one. This family which we shared, we talked about it. This Focolare which said that we create a width for all of us. And also, we want to invite also others to show that what we are going to live, what we are going to share, it's like a testimony. It will be a big event especially for the community where we have been living, and also to share what we have been using. Maybe she can add something else about the diamonds.
Thank you. Yes. So we actually looking forward to see what has the Focolare done in our country for these 60 years. So the successes, but also which have been the challenges that we have been facing in these 60 years, but also what we look forward to. Because as we rightly realize that The Focolare has been here for a long time. It has achieved a lot, but yet is little known in the country. So we know little known to many. So we hope that with this year of the diamond, it will be also a year of reaching out to new members in new communities, in almost all the localities or all the local governments, governments in Uganda. And among the activities that we're going to do is that there is a lot of focus on that. But also to gather our history. It came through the Comboni missionaries in 1965, Father Tanel. And later on, the Focolare centers came. So we were also a moment for us to gather all our history, put it together, also interview the pioneers that are still alive, and also maybe regather back some of the members that might have known the movement by then, but as you know, life, people have choices, people have challenges, they might have dropped. So it's also a moment of gathering, not only sowing, but also of gathering. But we don't say everything now. We also leave something for the next appointments.
Thank you so much for joining us, our visitors today. We are so delighted to have you today. And we would like to invite you once more so that you can keep telling us more about the Focolare movement. And our dear viewers, we encourage you to save the date. It is on the 11th of October. Please save the date, and we all meet at Uganda Holy Grounds. Thank you so much, our dear listeners, our dear viewers. Until we meet next time. Thank you so much for watching us.